Welcome to the very first episode of Amplify Sessions with me, Cushlá. If you have maybe heard my voice but you've never seen my face, hello, I am a radio presenter, DJ, and I love music and it's a massive part of my life, so I thought why not amplify the voices, some maybe that you know, some that you should get to know, and bring this to you. So this is episode 1. We are joined by Scottish artist Shay O'Dowd. Welcome.
Hello, how you doing?
Very well, and you would have seen we've just poured ourselves a little Guinness, and I thought we could start off by splitting the G. Now,
I just wanted to start off by saying I'm really embarrassed by mine. Like, yours looks like the real deal, but mine is terrible.
I'm pretty proud, actually. I think mine looks alright.
What do they say? Slunch?
Sluncher, yeah. I think I've won the
Yeah,
pint
you've
pour,
won the
so
pint.
we'll see if I can win the split the G. Sluncher.
Bosh.
I'm sorry. That's actually pretty perfect.
Just off.
In the middle.
Just off.
Can I have another go?
Aye, go for it.
Okay.
Start.
I
you.
can't, I'm gonna laugh. We'll call it.
Use AI.
Yeah, use AI if you can do that. Just have me drink and get exactly in the middle of the G, please.
Well, at least it tastes good.
Yeah,
Looks terrible, but it tastes good.
it tastes good, it does. How does this compare to the Guinness that you would have had in Dublin last night? What's better?
Well, I'm going to be biased because I poured it. I'm going to go for mine. Yeah, definitely.
So
this.
Belfast,
Yeah,
top tier
yeah.
pint, there we
Yeah.
go. You've obviously got a show coming up tonight. Now it'll be over by the time that this comes out, but you're going to be debuting a brand new song tonight. It's going to
Yeah.
be one of the first times that you've performed it live. So it comes out on the 13th of March. It's called Never Made It Out, and I really wanted to talk kind of about this song, I guess, first of all, because there's a really beautiful story
Yeah,
behind the scenes to this song.
yeah. Do you want me to tell you the story? Yeah.
Yeah, tell us about it.
It's a song called Never Made It Out, and it's my new single that I'm putting out on the 13th of March. And I wrote it about my dad's best mate, Jerry, who became like an uncle to me. He was an absolute legend, but Jerry liked a wee drink, so we lost him like a few years ago. And I'd been meaning to get round to writing a song about him and like his life. And yeah, I remember going to a session and I had like this little idea, and I worked on it with a guy that I write quite a lot of my songs with. And yeah, it came really naturally and it was lovely. And we went to the studio and we recorded it, and I got some live strings and all that kind of stuff, and I really wanted it to have that kind of like Celtic sound, and then introduce a bit of like Irishness to the sound. And you know, like Jerry was, like, he had a lot of family over here and stuff like that, so it felt quite relevant.
Yeah, I think it's a really beautiful thing that you can tap in to his story.
Yeah.
It's not just you writing about yourself. It's such a
Yeah.
talent, I think, to be able to kind of tell someone else's story
Yeah.
in such a beautiful way, and the song's absolutely gorgeous.
Thank
Did
you.
you find it difficult to tap into those emotions whenever you were writing about it?
I felt like it was a bit of a breath of fresh air. I feel like, yeah, difficult in the sense of like, obviously it's an emotional thing, but more so like I just felt good writing it and telling his story. And you know, I feel like everyone's got a story, but they just don't have the outlet to like express that and tell that. So I feel like your job as a songwriter is to like look around you and like take some influence off the people around you and like see how you can deliver a bit of their story. So I felt like really kind of proud, I guess, as opposed to like finding it really tough to write.
You said something really interesting earlier, that everyone has a Jerry in their lives.
Yeah.
Which is so true. I mean, I can very heavily relate to
Yeah.
this song, and I think a lot of people are going to resonate with it. Would you say it's your favourite that you've written so far?
Definitely. I mean, yeah, definitely out of the songs that I'm releasing, 100%. I've been writing a lot of music this year that I'm really proud of, and I feel there's quite a lot of interesting subject matters there. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favourites, and yeah, I just hope people like it as much as I do.
And tell me about your dad's reaction to the song.
Oh, yeah, he
because
was
this was his best friend, right?
Yeah. I mean, they grew up together since they were like wee boys, and it's funny because, like I said, like Jerry became like an uncle to me, and it was weird like to see how different they were as like men. Do you know what I mean? But it was class. He used to come up for Sunday dinner, like every Sunday, and he was just a total laugh. But yeah, when I showed my dad the song, he was definitely pretty emotional, and I played it last night in Dublin at the Cobblestone, and yeah, I think it went down well. I'd
say there was lots of tears in that crowd, definitely. And I want to kind of touch on your earlier days, because you didn't always know that you wanted to do music.
No.
Did you want to be a footballer?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, I feel like every wee guy in like Glasgow wants to be a footballer, and I was one of them. And
how did you kind of discover that you wanted to be a musician, or what's your first memory of music, of learning to play piano, guitar?
I always really liked like listening to music and like consuming music. I remember like I used to drive over to Ireland with my family, and we used to have like, you know, Damien Rice on and James Blunt and like Nora Jones, and I remember, and Paul and Tini and stuff like that, and I always loved listening to music. And then my mum and dad me, my brother and sister got us into kind of piano lessons, but I hated it. Like I really hated piano lessons. Like I just hated the structure of like learning. It's
your main instrument now,
yeah,
though,
yeah,
right?
I love it
yeah.
now, I love it now. But I hated it at the time.
Yeah.
I hated like the way of learning, and it wasn't until I went to see a band called Picture This, Irish band, which who I love.
Yeah.
And I seen them at the garage in Glasgow, and it was my first like proper gig. And after seeing that, I was like, right, I need to like actually get half decent. I've been learning like piano for like years, and I'm terrible. So I'm going to start trying to learn songs that I like. So I started doing that, and through that, then I started writing songs, and trying to write songs anyway. And yeah, it was the later years of school that I started kind of picking up music, you know.
Who would you say is your biggest influence to your sound?
Definitely a Scottish icon, Paolo Nutini. I feel like his album is just like a 10 out of 10. His albums are 10 out of 10 start to finish. I just love them, especially like his earlier stuff. But yeah, and when I was younger, definitely was listening to a lot of Ed Sheeran, a lot of.
I thought you were going to say Taylor Swift.
I mean, she's great. I love a bit of Taylor Swift. And the club with my mates is class. But no, more so, Paolo Nutini is definitely a hero. I mean, yeah.
And what was your first job?
Like part-time job?
Yeah, just
coaching football. Like,
was it?
One-to-one football coaching.
Right.
Like, I coached like kids ranges from like 5 to 16.
Right.
And,
so you really did want to pursue that?
Yeah, I played for like a semi-professional team. Up until I was like, I played for like the reserves up till I was like 18, and then.
When did you make the jump?
Because
to go
I was
to music
like,
full
I
time?
wasn't turning up to things, and my coach was like, "Mate, you don't really want to be a footballer, do you?" And I was like, "No."
Yeah.
And then I was like, I need to just pick this, and I was still obviously working part time in coaching, but I loved that job. That job was like class. That really gave me like the confidence to like even things like going on stage and speaking to people. That I learned a lot of that through like kind of that job, you know.
And how did you find, whenever you did obviously take that leap to do music full time, I take it that was fully independent. Yeah. How did you find that kind of jump, that difference? I
mean, it's there. I mean, I still live at home and stuff like that, so it's it's difficult. But it's always difficult, you know. But I feel like doing it independently, it just feels right now like the right thing for me to do. And you know, it's just something that it's so early days for me, to be honest. So yeah, I mean, that might change at some point, but right now I'm just trying to do things independently as much as possible. Yeah. You know.
I mean, you say it's early days, but I feel like you're doing so incredibly well already. Where do you want to be in like 5 years' time? What's your ideal situation?
I want to be like 5 years' time, couple albums in, playing big venues, arenas, maybe.
Dream venue?
Dream venue is not actually biggest venue. It's the Barrowlands in Glasgow.
Okay.
But I feel like, you know, there's much bigger venues that can play. I think the Barrowlands holds like 2,000 people or just under 2,000 people, but it's more like the iconicness of it. I've played it last year at the Scottish Music Awards, but I only played 2 songs.
You won an award? Yeah. What did you win?
Breakthrough Artist at the Scottish Music Awards.
That must have felt really cool.
Yeah, it was cool, because it's like, that award had been won by like some of my other...
Lewis Capaldi, Paolo Nutini, right?
So it was really cool to just be like kind of recognised, I guess, like in that category of like amazing like Scottish artists. So I was really, really nervous, but because there was like, felt like there was everybody that I kind of knew or knew of in the one room, you know. But it was really fun. It was cool.
Who's the coolest person that you've met in the industry? Is there anyone that's really blown you away, like made you feel quite nervous?
Less so made me feel quite nervous, but somebody that's really impressed me is now a good friend of mine that I've been working with is Jamie Squire. He plays in the 1975 and he's been a part of writing a lot of their songs that I love because they're one of my favourite bands. I didn't mention them when I just said Paolo, but 1975 as well is a huge influence. And yeah, he's just super cool and probably one of the most talented guys I've been fortunate enough to work with, and he's really gave me like an interesting perspective of how I'm creating, you know, and pushing boundaries a bit. I feel like when you're writing songs, you go to your go-to chords, you go to your go-to melodies and all that kind of stuff, and every singer-songwriter has that, so he's been good for kind of pushing me and trying to be better. You know?
Yeah, think outside the box a little bit. And then I guess your dream collaboration, I'm intrigued to know who that would be with.
A dream collaboration. Sam Fender, maybe.
Oh, nice.
I would say Paolo. I'm trying to make it like diverse, you know.
Switch it up a
because
bit.
I don't want to keep saying the same folk. But I love Sam Fender, and he seems like an absolute legend. So I feel like I would get on him probably, and I'd love to just play or write. That'd be a class collaboration. Yeah.
You're gonna do a song or two for us?
Yeah.
Yeah. What song are you gonna sing?
I'm gonna sing my new single. Never Made It Out.
Yeah. And very quickly, obviously, you're going to play your new single. Music video's coming out for this. Tell us about the filming of that, because that was filmed, again, somewhere that was very special to your dad's friend. Yeah,
that was really exciting, actually. Like, it wasn't something I originally had planned, because as an independent artist, it's quite hard to do and shoot things like that, especially of like that sort of production. But fortunately, we like met a bunch of great guys that were really down to like be a part of something and create a lovely visual. And yeah, it was honestly the most fun day ever. Like, we had like actors in, we had somebody playing like Jerry as like kind of the most recent version of Jerry, and then Jerry when he was younger. I
think that's so cool because you can paint that picture, you know, visually see him as a young boy and then grow up, and you can follow the story.
Yeah, totally. It was funny because we had the younger version of Jerry like playing in the music video. He's a Govan boy where Jerry, my dad, was from, and like he's had an amazing story. He's like models for huge brands and all that kind of stuff, and now he's getting into acting and he's doing great. And I got introduced to him, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll do the video," and he absolutely smashed it. So both of them did, and all the crew were great. So it was really cool, and I got to like. I didn't know I was going to be like in the music video as such, but I had to do a wee bit of acting.
Major acting, didn't you?
So
Can you tell us what you do in the video?
It was like, I'm saying acting, right, but it was like very like basic. I was just sitting with a pint of Guinness, a nicer pint of Guinness than that. Just
like right now.
I literally, I had to talk away, but it's kind of weird when you're talking, but the audio's obviously not getting used, but like they're filming, but you actually like, you're like, I still having to have a conversation. It was a weird thing, but I settled into it, and then, I can't wait to see the final result. I've not seen the music video, so.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
Yeah.
You're going to have to film a live reaction for us.
Yeah, but it's black and white, so it's.
Oh, nice. It's quite retro vibe. Yeah. Lovely. Well, thank you so much for coming on, being our very first guest on Amplify Sessions.
What a buzz.
And
cheers.
I'm very excited to hear you play live now.
Class.
So,
cheers. Hello, my name is Shay O'Dowd, and this is a song called Never Made It Out. Hope you like it.
Grew up in the 60s, living in the scheme, leaving school for pub jobs, drinking in between. No one ever taught you what it meant to dream. I guess you found your paradise, your heart was painted green. We still talk about you now. Sundays aren't the same without your presence in the corner of the room. Every now and again I think you'll come around. 6 cans in a case and you would talk about growing up with my dad. You'd say he's different now, yeah. I guess he made it out. You would drink at the table, you would make us laugh, but in the back of my mind I knew it wouldn't last. I guess it took me some time, but now I understand. You never made it out. You never made it out. Oh no, no, yeah. Your mother said stay honest, but honest was a lie. She bathed you in holy water, but you drowned in holy wine. You fell in love with Gina, but she fell for another guy. You missed the chance to settle down. You never found a wife. We still talk about you now. Sundays aren't the same without your presence in the corner of the room. Oh, every now and again I think you'll come around. 6 cans in a case and you would talk about growing up with my dad. You'd say he's different now, yeah. I guess he made it out. You would drink at the table, you would make us laugh, but in the back of my mind I knew it wouldn't last. I guess it took me some time, but now I understand. You never made it out. You never made it out. Oh nah, oh nah. You never made it out. You never made it out. Oh nah. You never made it out. Oh nah. You never made it out. Yeah. Every now and again I think you'll come around. 6 cans in a case and we could talk about how everything's changed and how we miss you now. You never made it out. Thank you.